school. We've all been there. We've all done that. Some of y'all are still in school. Some of y'all are in college like myself. But there are always those people with extremely low GPAs that do everything except listen and pay attention to the professor or the teacher. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, when I was younger in middle school, there were these people that you could group into like the non-smart people, or the people that genuinely just did not understand what was going on in school or didn't apply themselves. And it was hilarious to see them like just interact with each other. It's like they were on an entirely different planet. Like we could literally be in the classroom like in third grade. One time I was in third grade, and there was these two dudes in the back of the class. They were pretty good friends. We all turn around because we hear a scuffle starting, and they're fighting each other, like just for no reason, fighting each other. And then when it's over, they dap each other up and say, "Yeah, we finna get suspended." I don't know I can't say their names. I don't know their motives, but why are you doing this? Like, it really disturbed me. Because you hate school that much that you would fight each other, get suspended just to not come. Like literally, like you're 9 years old. You don't have a choice of coming to school or not. This is third grade. And as we got older, the like degeneracy of what these people, the low GPA kids did, got worse and worse. Like there's so many videos on the internet of of people destroying their Chromebooks, like throwing them full speed at bathroom walls strictly for the love of the game. Like, you know, you're gonna have to pay for that, right? They didn't just give it to you for the free. If you damage it, you're gonna have to pay for the damages. And they're like, the people would be like sticking pencils in their Chromebook chargers and making smoke instead of paying attention to the teacher. They do everything instead of just literally listening in class. And also, like my junior year of high school, as the year was coming to an end, I guarantee you there were at least 2 fights a day. And something I realized was like, I think a lot of people are kind of dumb, because when people start fighting, everyone wants to crowd around and look at them and record and all of that. Hypothetically, if I saw 2 people fighting on the street and one dude's clearly getting his ass beat, I'm gonna assume he's gonna come back with a gun. So when people are fighting in school, I mind my business. So I was walking in school, and I was walking from my class, and just imagine this hallway. As I'm walking straight, and there's a hallway on my right. I'm walking, I hear like people yelling. I turn and look down the hallway. It's like 2 dudes fighting, people pulling them off, other people getting involved, fighting more and more. So I'm like, okay, and I just keep it pushing. I don't go down there. I don't care. It's not my business. You're finna like literally be a senior in high school, and you're still fighting in school. At this point, you're driving. You have a job. You probably have a car. Y'all couldn't meet somewhere else? Do you really have to fight in the school? And then when they fight, it's only gonna be like 30 to 45 seconds before somebody comes and separates them. So what's your deal? What's the goal? And don't get me started on the people that had the weird groups and like different names in school. Like there would be so many people that had like these groups. Let's say we could just make one up. Let's say LHS. They'll be called LHS, and they'll do abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Like they'll just have the name and walk in groups and like try to be intimidating. Whole time they're all sweet and soft as baby shit. But what was the point? Like you don't attempt to do well in school. You hang around a bunch of people that are special needs just like yourself, and you don't apply yourself. And then when they get older, they'll probably do better. But like, I understand school ain't for everybody, but your GPA is a 0.5. You're not getting out of this high school. You're gonna stay. Also, like there was this dude when I was in like 8th grade. He was like 17 years old. He flunked so many times that he just stopped coming to school, dropped out, and got a job. And honestly, power to him. But seeing him felt like I was looking at a unicorn, because he was like damn near a grown man. Mind you, all of us are 12 and 13 at the time. So him being that old was insane. And there was like girls that liked him because he was older, and mind you, these girls are 12, 13. He was talking to them, being their boyfriend, flirting with them, etc. Is that pedophilia, or am I tripping? Like, and then he would barely show up to class, didn't make good grades, any of that. And there was also like in class, those people with very low GPAs, or that are just not smart, or not even not smart, they just have low GPAs. They would consistently like argue with the teacher? Like, do you have to talk back to the teacher? Like, the teacher could literally say some of the most outlandish thing to me and I just wouldn't respond because you're an adult. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not gonna win. You can literally mold the situation into whatever you want it to be and you'll still be in the right. Like, when I was younger, well, not younger, like 2 years ago, I have a friend, well, multiple friends. They were in a classroom and they were like rowdy and talking and on their phones or something, but just being like students or whatever. So the teacher throws a stapler in their general vicinity and so many of them got upset because they could have been hit by it, yet the teacher still never got in trouble for it. So that's why I would never argue with an adult. And there was every time any teacher would say something to a girl or a dude or anybody and they didn't like and the student didn't like what the teacher said, they will argue and argue and argue. Then they'll just get suspended and come back and do the same thing again. Like, are we really this stupid? Can we not evolve? Have we came to this point as human beings to like just repeat the same cycle over and over and over? Is this what we are? But that's really all I got for today. I just want to talk about people with low GPAs because it was on my mind. It was kind of funny considering how like graduation is coming up for some of y'all, and y'all are getting out of school, going to college, etc., etc. Just wanted to share a little insight that I had. But I love all of y'all. I'll see y'all very, very soon.